Hi guys, Currency Games here today with our review for the trading week this week. We have closed this week up just above 2%. So today just gonna go over trades I saw for the week and why I possibly didn't take them. And a trade today I was stalking, but we unfortunately got swerved on it today, unfortunately. But just one of those things. So let's go on. I'm not going to go over Monday's trade because I already done a video on my reasons for taking that. But I'll go over from Tuesday onwards. Apologies guys, I'm a bit ill at the moment. But yeah, let's go. So this was Wednesday. Price action, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was Wednesday. If you remember on Tuesday's log, I was talking about these lows here that I wanted to get targeted. Considering we had traded off this fair value gap here. Now, I was also looking at a possible tracement up into the premium of this H4 range here to then possibly go lower to attack the sell side, just resting here. Now, we had the H4 raid coming into London session just here, and I was looking at a possible long, a very short term long to possibly get higher up into premium to then go short. Now, when we had this H4 raid, we had a clean H1 MSB here. Within that H1 MSB, we also had this nice M15 MSB as well, very clean, with an order block down here that I would want to go long on as well. And that was also a M5 raid and also nice M5 structure to confirm those longs. Now, the reason why I did not take this was because we came into a H4 FVG. Now, in my opinion, if we've come into a higher time frame PD array before we retrace down into my entry zone, the probabilities of the trade drop, because if this trade was to then lose, I would look at it and be like, well, you knew it was coming into a higher time frame area. What was the point in risking your capital? Does that make sense? I'd rather take trades that are, for one, in line with my bias, and for two, are not hitting any sort of high time frame areas where it could possibly reverse from. That makes sense. So we didn't end up getting into any longs here. I'd rather just let it play out. However, it did go bullish, to be fair, but it's just something we will journal and take with us into as experience into the next trading week. To be fair, you just log it, you journal it, you don't complain about it. It just happens, one of those things. Okay. The massive learning curve for me was realizing you don't have to be in every trade. The work isn't journaling what happens. The work is being the analysis and the work is in analyzing the markets and finding the highest probable setups. Even though you're gonna miss setups, you have to go over that. Like there's setups that are gonna occur that you think you know where it's going, but you have that voice in the back of your head saying it's not the highest probable setup, and you'll watch it play out, and it will go in the direction you originally thought. And it might hurt, but it is what it is. It's better than taking a loss because you already had that thought in the back of your mind that it wasn't going to go in your direction because it's hit an area where you've seen in the past where it can possibly reverse from, if that makes sense. So that was on Wednesday on Euro USD, something I was looking at. And today on Eurgbp, as you can see here, we had a nice, sorry. We had a nice H4 raid here of this high. Going down a time frame, you can see we did break this H1 low here, in all fairness, but the main low I wanted it to break was this low. Now we did have a wick below, but I like to see candle closes. And because we didn't get a candle close, I wasn't able to get an entry off the M15 or the M5 because the H1 had not closed in the way my plan says it has to close. I like to see proper candle closes below the lows. I don't like to see it wicket. Okay, now when we did finally get a candle close below these lows, I was targeting the sell side liquidity resting just below here on the H4, which is right here. Okay, so going in towards London lunch, as you can see, when direction was pretty prominent in the markets, I was looking at this zone here, which is the M5 breaker zone right here. Let me just delete these lines, it's a bit annoying. I was looking at this area here to go short from. As you can see, coming into New York, we had already hit the target, so the trade for me was now off. Had we have hit this before before we tapped this H4 low, I definitely would have been in it to go short, but it's just one of those things. There's no point me getting into trades down here, but we've already hit our target. If I'm already up 2.1% for the week, and plus it's already a Friday New York session, what's the point in risking capital so late into the week just for a few extra R? It's better off to just close off for the week, enjoy your weekend knowing you're in profit for the week. Okay, so to be fair, those were my positions I was looking at for the week. Apart from that, there was nothing much really else I was looking at that really interested me too much. You see price here is really choppy, to be fair. Again here, not really much I was really paying attention to, but yeah guys, that'll be all for me today. We will do another video on Sunday for our outlook for the week coming next week. And yeah guys, enjoy your weekend and stay safe.